Vedic cosmology describes a structure of 14 distinct realms and 7 immense continents. It is a map of staggering scale, designed to house trillions of souls across a vast celestial hierarchy. Within this infinite expanse, a recurring pattern emerges. Every major divine avatar, from the descent of the great fish to the arrival of Krishna, manifests within this one specific geographic footprint. This occurs because of how the universe processes action. Most realms function as Bhogabhumi, where a soul merely exhausts the momentum of past deeds. Bharat is engineered as Karmabhumi, the only place where the mechanic shifts, allowing a soul to forge an entirely new trajectory. A teacher requires a specific environment to operate. Divine avatars manifest as educators of the spirit, and their lessons require a functional classroom where choice and consequence are still active. If the path to liberation is concentrated in this single classroom, the existence of the rest of the planet seems puzzling. Why build a global landmass if the primary objective is focused here? The true purpose of the outside world reveals exactly why this specific subcontinent was shaped the way it is. To understand the apex, we have to look at the tiers below it. Think of Earth as a multi-tiered educational system. Different regions serve specific karmic needs, with Bharat as the final classroom. A soul burdened by heavy, chaotic karma cannot yet handle this refined spiritual frequency. It needs a coarser environment to begin its journey. Other geographies provide these preliminary levels. These environments are calibrated to help a soul exhaust its densest karma through the friction of repeated lifetimes in challenging conditions. Graduation to the next level happens the moment a soul genuinely begins to question the nature of its own suffering. That internal inquiry signals that it is ready for a more subtle form of education. Earning a berth in the final classroom is the result of thousands of lifetimes of preparation. In the language of the cosmos, it is a hard-won scholarship. Under this system, other nations are complementary organs in a planetary machine. They provide the necessary stages of purification that every soul must pass through before reaching the apex. It is a state where the soul is made to endure the precise frequency of the pain it inflicted on others, ensuring that the lesson of the harm caused is fully absorbed. If the human intellect was used as a tool for destruction, the soul may descend into non-human life forms. Stripping away the complex mind allows the soul to burn off its remaining debt in the simplicity of instinct and silence. Even this descent is an act of patience. No soul is permanently cast aside. When all other forms of teaching fail, pain becomes the instructor that eventually guides the soul back toward the light. The final classroom is more than just a set of rules. Its physical layout is engineered to support its spiritual function. When we examine the topography of the subcontinent, the mountain ranges and coastlines begin to resemble the structural components of a monumental temple. The northern mountain range acts as the temple's shikhar, or spire. Its vertical scale forces the human gaze and the human perspective upward toward the infinite. At these altitudes, the noise of trade and human ambition falls away. This silence was a requirement for the ancient rishis to perceive and transcribe the high-frequency vibrations of the Vedas. The 3 oceans surrounding the land serve as a pradakshina path, a natural route for circumambulation. These vast waters provide a physical lesson in Advaita, or non-duality. At the southern tip, where 3 distinct bodies of water meet a single horizon, the visual evidence is clear. All separate forms and names eventually dissolve into a single, unified reality. These geographic features act as tools for the spirit. They provide an environment that naturally accelerates the process of waking up. The subcontinent's geometry mirrors a specific sacred shape, a yajna kund, the ancient fire altar. The Himalayas provide the stable base at the top, tapering toward the southern tip, creating a focal point at the apex like a ritual flame. This land was built to function as a machine for liberation. It is an engineered environment designed to protect and project a spiritual fire until every soul finds its way home.